Hello and welcome to everyone that is joining us now for today's live tutorial. I'm Rose. I'm on the AHA product marketing team, and we're so excited to have you all here with us live for today's tutorial about using AI to uncover customer feedback themes. And with that, I will introduce you to our amazing presenters for today. So, Kelly will be a familiar face if you've attended any of our ideas focused tutorials in the past. Kelly is the principal product manager for AHA Ideas, and she has deep expertise in managing customer feedback to share with you all today. And Maria Plotkina is also an expert in helping our customers centralize feedback and manage it more efficiently. Maria is on our product success team, comprised of all former product managers, and may be a familiar face for you as well if you've worked with that team before. And she is going to walk us through a great demo today filled with best practices for using themes and AI, two features of AHA Ideas that, as you will see, really go hand in hand. So thank you all again for joining us live. And with that, I will pass it over to you to take us away, Kelly.
Well, thanks, Rose. I'm really excited to talk about uncovering themes with AI today. Helping product teams streamline how they manage ideas is a major focus area for us right now because we know that product ideas can come from all over the place and can get a little out of control. Of course, we help you to centralize everything through an ideas portal, and that's great, but it's really just the first step. Once you've collected all that feedback, the real challenge is figuring out what to do next. And as a PM, I know how tough it is to keep ideas organized and try to spot those meaningful patterns. It takes a lot of time, and it's just one of the many jobs that we do as PMs. So we wanted to build a better way to find and organize the most valuable feedback. And that's why we built themes and why we brought in AI to help as well. So when I say themes, I'm talking about the larger customer challenges, needs, or opportunities that you're hearing and want to solve for. You might already be mapping things out in a whiteboard and something like an opportunity solution tree. We actually have a great whiteboard template for that Maria is going to show you in a bit. But now we've also added a new themes record type to help you group ideas together and with built-in AI tools to help speed up that process. So you can instantly analyze all of your ideas with AI and get suggestions of common themes and related ideas. So since launching it a few months ago, we've actually seen adoption soar. So it's nice to know we're not alone in feeling this challenge. I'd love to know if you've already created a theme. Have you used this new feature yet? Let us know in the poll that just popped up. You can see the results come in pretty quickly. Nice. Yes, I have used themes. I'll answer it myself. That's great. Thank you. So it's great to see a number of you are using themes already. You're not alone. We've actually seen over 4,000 themes created across our different groups and product teams out there using AHA. And over 20,000 ideas have been linked to those themes already. So definitely hit on a need there. It's really exciting to see a feature you build get such good adoption. So now Maria is going to walk you through how this works in AHA Ideas. And if you're not collecting, feedback yet, if you haven't launched your portal yet, just a quick note that we have a tutorial recording out there that you can use to help you launch your first ideas portal so you can start gathering those ideas and finding themes. So I'll be chiming back in to share tips from our product team and how we use themes at AHA as well to help shape our roadmap.
Thanks, Kelly. So I'm excited to be here. I've already been working closely with a lot of our customers to create themes, to use AI to build them out. And I'm going to be sharing some best practices with this broader group that we have here today. So here's an overview of the three main areas we're going to cover today. First, we're going to define our themes. We're going to use AI to help identify some common patterns of both challenges and opportunities, and we're going to add suggested ideas to our themes. Then we're going to evaluate the impact of those themes. We're going to look at vote counts, organizations, and opportunity and revenue coming in as well. And to pull it all together, we're going to end with a prioritized list using themes as a filter to guide what's actually going to go on our roadmap next. As a bonus at the end, we're going to share some best practices for using our new AI assistant. Maybe some of you have played around with that already. Maybe it's going to be new to you, but stay tuned for some new ideas on that either way. And just a few quick notes before we dive into the demo. Idea portals and themes are part of Ideas Essentials. This is included in all roadmaps plans and is also available standalone. Today, in addition to that, we're also going to demo some powerful AI and advanced analytics features like organizations and the Salesforce integration that are available with Ideas Advanced. So if you're interested in setting up a trial or getting a personalized demo of Ideas Advanced for your team beyond this session, drop us a note in the Q&A and we'll follow up with you after this to get that organized. So with that, we're ready to dive in. So what you're seeing on my screen here is the Ideas Overview page, and you can think of this as your central hub for managing all your product feedback in one place. So right now I'm viewing all my feedback from my fictitious fitness app, Fredwin Cycling, and this is a great starting point for evaluating what we're hearing from customers about this product. One recent update to this overview page that I want to highlight is this new ability to filter this overview by a number of things, including workspace. So if you manage multiple products or multiple teams, you can quickly narrow in on feedback for just one workspace, or you can zoom out and include feedback across all of your workspaces. As you can see, even with that, it's a little tough to spot patterns just by scrolling through these ideas. So this is where themes come in. As Kelly explained, themes are going to help you group related ideas so you can track those common challenges your customers are facing and plan better solutions for those. So we are ready for the first step of our tutorial, which is defining themes. So you can see here, I've got a number of example themes that we've already created and some details about those here as well. You've got a couple of ways to create more themes, manually or with AI suggestions. So we're going to look at the manual way first. Right here in my overview page, I can go ahead and create a new theme. So maybe I know already that we've been getting a bunch of ideas coming in around more statistics in our app. So I'm going to create a theme for that. And I'm going to go ahead and see what ideas I know I want to add into it. You can see I'm already starting to get some suggestions from AI just based on the name of that theme. Some of these are actually super relevant, and I can start linking them over to this theme right away. You'll see we have some ideas here coming in from our cycling product. Some are coming in from our Fedwin Wellness corporate software. So the AI is always going to look across all your workspaces for suggested ideas just to make sure that you're not missing anything. So now I can add ideas from either of my workspaces to the same theme to capture everything that's related to it, if that's how I want to use themes. Theme records do belong to a particular workspace, but similar to epics, they can contain ideas across multiple workspaces, the same way epics can contain features from multiple workspaces as well. So this is our first path to creating themes. It's manual, but you're already getting some help with AI, giving you those suggestions. Of course, if you know that you have an idea somewhere that's really related to this, you can just add it manually and search for it yourself as well. I wanted to also mention that you can quickly add ideas to a theme from a list report. So this is really helpful if you already have reports that you're pulling on related items or things that you want to take a deeper look at. So I've got this saved report around cycling statistics. So from here, I can just pull this up, hit bulk edit on it, and really quickly add everything here to that cycling statistics theme. So really straightforward. The second way to create a theme is going to be to use the AI exploration. That's going to give you some suggestions and create themes for you directly from those. And you can go ahead and adjust those with your own expertise. So I know I already have some good themes that are going to be important, but I'm curious to see what AI is going to come up with for me to see if I'm missing anything. So a quick sneak preview here. Very soon, you're going to be able to access themes directly under the top navigation here. From here, you're going to see all your existing themes and be able to add them manually or explore them with AI. You're going to do that via this Find Themes button, which is going to open up your AI exploration. So right now, I already have the saved exploration that we're going to take a look at. When you start a new one, you've got the option to filter that by workspace or by certain other fields, so you can narrow in or zoom out as needed. Um, but I really liked the themes that this exploration came up with, so this is the one I'm going to review today. As a quick refresher, if this view is new to you, what's happened here is our AI assistant has combed through all the names and descriptions of all our ideas that matter of filters, and it's intelligently grouped them together. So each idea is represented by one of these dots, and each group of dots, or this bigger circle, is a common topic or a possible theme for us. One of you asked how you can get this view to stay the same. Because this is running an analysis with generative AI, the chart could look a little different each time. So if you get a version of this that you really like and want to revisit, you can always save this view so you can keep coming back to it. And that's exactly what I've done here. So now on the left, I've got my suggested themes, and I can take a look at these groups and create a theme directly from that to start capturing these similar ideas that our AI assistant has already identified. I know some of these are already captured in my themes list, but I like the suggestion of motivation tracking. This is a compelling challenge I want to dig into further. So I can just click on these three dots, save as theme. And just like that, brand new theme record drawer is going to open. It's going to show me all the ideas that are linked coming from that circle that motivation tracking was encapsulating. And I'm going to quickly be able to see vote count, organizations, and revenue. Of course, if I want to tweak the AI naming a little bit, I can do that. I can add a description in here as well if I want to add for a challenge. This is going to solve the impact just like we have logged for our other themes. Again, AI is going to help us out here. It's going to pull in some suggestions for further ideas that might be related to this theme beyond that core set it already added. And customers have really been liking the ability to quickly scan this list, decide if any of these ideas are going to be relevant to add as another linked idea, and that's going to feed them directly into the analysis we have up top as well. We're going to come back to that in our next step on evaluating themes. But in the meantime, Kelly, I know you and our PM team have already been heavy users of themes. Can you chime in with some advice for exploring them?
Yeah, thanks for showing all those options. I'm happy to share a little bit about how we're using them at AHA, specifically AI exploration and themes. We do use them a lot to help inform our roadmap. We use themes really at two key points in our life cycle. First is when our product managers are reviewing new ideas. So our PMs at AHA are all dedicated to a particular product or area of the suite. And so we're responsible for the ideas that come in for that area, and we review them every couple of days to stay on top of those new ideas. And as we're just spotting new themes ourselves, we will tag the ideas with those themes, or we'll create a new theme on the fly there. So that's one way we look at themes. But second, as part of our regular planning cycle that we have twice a year, we use the AI exploration to quickly spot any themes or ideas that we may have missed. So let's say, for example, we want to see what's top of mind for our customers about our new product, AHA Discovery, that's used for customer interviews. We use our product category filters to narrow in on just those ideas for that product. And then within seconds, we have that chart where we can see emerging themes for the product's first few months in the market. So then once we have those themes, what we do is we evaluate the impact of each theme, like with those analytics that Maria was just showing. And we look at how it ties to our goals as well. And then we use those to help shape the initiatives that we're going to focus on for that half.
Thanks for sharing all of that, Kelly. So to follow on with that, we've already defined our themes. We looked at how to create them with and without AI and how to add ideas to them, which you've got a few options for, manual, from a list report, and with those AI suggestions. So we're ready for step two, which is actually evaluating your themes. While at its core, a theme is just a record container for grouping related ideas, the real power is going to come from the insights you can gather once you actually start connecting ideas and customer data to your theme. Now I'm going to click into this themes details to see how it works in practice. So again, we're on that themes landing page here. We can quickly look at all of our themes in one place and circle through them to quickly evaluate the potential impact of each one, both for our customers and our own business. So in this exploring performance analytics theme at the top, I've got this summary that's showing me the total number of ideas linked to this theme, the vote count across those ideas, the organizations I have that are supporting those ideas, and really crucially, the revenue and the opportunity value. And these are pulling directly from Salesforce. So with AHA Ideas Advanced, you can integrate directly with Salesforce. This means your sales and support teams can submit requests and feedback right from Salesforce, the tool they're probably already in every day. And then you, as PMs, can connect your opportunity and revenue data directly to the ideas you're evaluating in here. And by default, the themes you're grouping those ideas into. So all the requests you have coming in are really enriched with the business context. This has been a real game changer for product teams, and it's a really popular integration because now you're not just seeing which ideas are popular based on a vote count, you're actually able to start answering the key question of will customers actually pay for this functionality? So by surfacing that opportunity value from Salesforce, you can really prioritize themes based on a potential business impact and not just the vote count. The data you've got here, you can also sort and filter. You can sort by which of your ideas have the most votes. You can sort by revenue as well. And from here, you can choose to drill in even further. So I want to check out this idea I have around comparing writing patterns. On the votes tab of this idea, I can also see how many organizations do those votes represent? What's the total value or opportunity value for those organizations? And I can drill all the way down into those individual customer orgs, their value, and even the individual contexts that have expressed interest in a given idea. So lots of jumping off points to start evaluating the potential impacts of your themes. I also wanted to call out that some of you might want to map out customer problems and brainstorm more solutions as you're actually defining and evaluating your themes. So as Kelly mentioned, we've got a really great pre-built template for this for creating opportunity solution trees. And this is inspired by the work of continuous discovery expert Teresa Torres. So let's take a look at this example whiteboard we put together. So what we've got at the top here, we've actually pulled in one of our overall strategic goals around becoming the top-rated social fitness app. We've also pulled in that same theme we've been looking at for exploring performance analytics. And these are actual AHA shapes we've put in. So I can click on this and I can actually open up that. I can open up that drawer for that theme, look at all those linked ideas again, and kind of really quickly see the details off this record. One thing I really like to do is you can actually view your linked ideas in a report right from here. And what you can do with your reports is add them to a whiteboard as records. What that's going to do is actually what I've done on the right here, pull in the list of those ideas as shapes. And from here, I can start moving them into my opportunity solution tree. I can click into them to see more information, and I can make these part of my discussion that I'm having with my team around solutions for this goal and these challenges. Um, in addition to the ideas we already have that have been submitted that relate to this, I can also start brainstorming new potential ideas, new potential solutions here. And if I've got one that I think is ready to be converted to an idea that we want to get more feedback on, I can just click right on my shape and actually convert it directly to a real AHA record. That's going to create an idea, keep it linked back to this whiteboard, so you can go back and forth really easily between this kind of more open stage brainstorming and the actual records you've already got in the tool. So this is a really helpful structure to think through all the different ways to solve the challenges that your customers have. Kelly, how do you typically think about evaluating your themes?
You covered a lot of it already, especially with the analysis that themes now makes possible. I would just reiterate, that's a hard word. I would just reiterate always making an effort to look beyond just the total number of votes. So, if a theme is high, in things like opportunity value or total number of customers, or it's really tied to one of your strategic goals, then it should probably move to the top of the list. And because we're getting all this granular data now about which customers want which ideas and the opportunities they represent, it makes it really easy to identify also the right customers to talk to when we dig in more into further product discovery. So, let's say we're exploring a set of ideas within a theme. We can reach out to the people that voted on those requests and set up an interview with them, or we can run a poll in our application to do more quantitative analysis about those ideas and that theme as well.
That's a great call out on that product discovery step and knowing exactly who to contact for more feedback from your ideas and from those poll responses. So with that, we've defined our themes, we've evaluated their impact, and we're ready to connect them to our strategy and actually prioritize the related ideas. I'm going to show you two ways to quickly do this in AHA. So back on our exploring performance analytics theme, a major benefit of using AHA is that you can connect every single piece of work down from your individual ideas all the way up to your highest level strategy. So once you've identified and evaluated your most valuable themes, you can link them directly to your initiatives. So this theme here is linked to our overall initiative around enhancing analytics. So on the research tab, I can see that this initiative is really rich with a lot of context. I've got different documents and user interviews that I've done from that product discovery step. I can see the connected themes and the linked ideas, and I can even see poll responses here as well. Again, just to recap, you can think of themes as your foundational challenges or possible opportunities that you want to address. Your initiatives are a little more concrete. They're your time-bound strategic imperatives. So your themes are more flexible. They might evolve as you gather more feedback. Some might be ongoing indefinitely. Others can be fully addressed and retired as your work progresses. So to prioritize which themes you want to focus on, you can ask yourself, is this theme actually going to help us deliver on our big picture goals? So let's open up our idea prioritization view, or we can actually rank ideas within a theme. So we want to start fresh with our prioritization here and create a brand new report. And what I want to do on the left here is actually add a filter for that theme around exploring performance analytics. Once I've done that, I can pull in all of the connected ideas to that theme into my main panel. And now I can start ranking these by product value score, kind of reviewing the full context I have here, and even adding additional fields. For example, if I've got that revenue data coming in from Salesforce, I can pull that into my prioritization report here as well. So now I have kind of the full picture here that helps me prioritize the right ideas from within this theme. And with a couple of clicks, I can promote these to a feature, an epic, or even a broader initiative, or connect them to one if I know I already have something in place. So I'm going to promote this track writing trends over time idea to one of our existing initiatives around improving performance analytics. Because I can see from my prioritization report here, this idea has a good number of votes. It's got connected to a lot of potential revenue, and I looked at my organization's list, and I know that a few of our largest customers are really interested in this. Now I can follow this along over to that initiative and check this out. On this research tab here, I can hit this Analyze with AI feature. While this is loading, a few of you asked how AI can help us map user feedback into actual user stories, and this is a really great example of how AI can help you get started with this. So what this is doing in the background, it's reviewing all the linked ideas, it's reading through the descriptions, the votes, kind of any comments, any other information that was submitted. And now I'm going to get this great analysis. At the top, I've got a high level summary. I can copy that directly into my initiative description if I like. It's going to summarize the ideas, their votes, their proxy votes, where they're ranked within their category. It's going to pull out the total organizations and their revenue as well. And then a few things I really like. It's going to pull out some use cases for you. Potentially based on what your customers are saying. And really helpfully, it's going to pull out direct customer quotes as well. So these are things your customers are actually saying in their idea descriptions, their comments, and in their proxy votes as well. So Kelly, I know our PM team has already been using themes to shape our own biannual roadmaps for AHA. So can you share a little more about how that works with the team when you're prioritizing the ideas we have coming in?
Yeah, of course. So, we've covered a little bit of this already, and you've shown a lot of it too, Maria. As we do that, a continuous review of new ideas as they come in. So, as we're looking at an idea record, as a new idea comes in, we'll say, hey, this belongs to this theme. I already know we're tracking. So, we'll just go ahead and update the theme field on the idea itself, just to tag it with that theme. Or if like, hey, this is a new theme that I'm seeing emerge, I'll just create the theme right then as well and tag it to that idea also. Sometimes we'll just get a sense that a new theme is starting to emerge or is trending. We can also create charts to look at that and see which themes are trending over time. And if so, we'll evaluate that theme and its ideas, and we'll consider adding it to our roadmap, adjusting our roadmap to pull it in if it really is this, emerging trend that we need to address. But then, so that's kind of ongoing. But then also, we go through our themes twice a year to evaluate their impact on our goals, review all the ideas, and that helps us to get aligned with leadership on what themes and ideas we should be focusing on for the next half of the year. The themes have really become that connective tissue that helps us tie together customer feedback, analytics, and our strategic initiatives and goals. And it helps us make sure our roadmap is both customer driven and strategically aligned.
Thanks, Kelly. So with that, the walkthrough section of this tutorial is almost at a wrap, and we're about to jump into the questions you guys had during the tutorial. One of the questions you had, when a lot of you had when you signed up, was how else PMs can use AI in AHA. So I wanted to make sure to address that. As you might have seen, we recently launched the AHA AI Assistant. So you've got a quick overview here of what it does and some suggestions on how you can use AI in everything you're doing. So as you can see, we've got use cases for it at all different stages of product building, from that initial research and ideation all the way through to your actual status and progress tracking. And we really encourage you to bring an AI-focused mindset to the entire product lifecycle. If you're already following along with AHA and you haven't checked out the new AI assistant, give it a try. You'll be able to click that purple sparkle icon you see in the upper right of your account navigation. That'll open it up. And we're also going to drop a link in the chat now with a few example prompts to help get you rolling. Rose, I think we're ready to jump into a few more questions that came up today.
Yes, definitely. And thank you for that inspiring walkthrough, Maria and Kelly. And for those of you that are curious to learn more about the possibilities with the new AI assistant and best practices, we'll actually be doing our next tutorial all about that topic next month. So I just popped a link to that in the chat for you all. We'll send it out with the recording too. So definitely attend that if you want to learn more. And yeah, now let's get to those live questions. We had a ton in the chat. Thank you. And I'll start with one that came up several times here. So someone asked, how about deduplicating, relating, or grouping ideas? Maria, would you like to take that one?
Yeah, happy to show you a few ways to do that. So back on my ideas overview page here, one really helpful tab you can start with is this similar tab. That's going to show me ideas that have other ones that might need to be merged or that otherwise might be potential duplicates. So when I click into one of these, I'm going to have this banner at the top. It's going to flag that I've got some potential dupes. I can actually review them right from here. It's going to pull in this list report and I can kind of merge them or review them right from this list. Additionally, on this related tab under similar ideas, this is also going to kind of pull those duplicates in and allow me to see whether they're really connected and should be merged into one. And then, of course, if you do identify that and you want to merge them, you can do all of that right from an individual idea or from that list report as well. So a lot of pathways to identify these and to merge them together depending on the quantity.
Yeah, that's great. And then this question just came in, and I see our team is answering in the chat, but I think it's a great one to cover live for others too. We talked about this when we were preparing this presentation. We touched on it briefly, but maybe some of you can expand a bit, either of you can expand a bit on it. So can you help me understand how themes layer into the hierarchy with goals, top line and workspace, and initiatives, top line and workspace?
Yeah, I'm happy to jump on that one. So, I think of initiatives as potential, I think of themes as potential initiatives, right? So, ideas are usually more solution focused, right? And so they're usually potential epics or features, maybe even requirements. But those themes to me are potentially initiatives we'll want to focus on strategically for the next half. So that's how I think it fits in with our hierarchy. And as I think Maria showed, you can take a theme and you can link it to an initiative as well. So it shows up as research for your initiative. So it's really nice to be able to see that there also. Yeah, and the way it fits in as well, if you think about how does it fit into your ideas, we have categories for ideas as well. And I've seen some of you ask about that. How are themes different from categories? So I'll just tack that on real quickly, Rose, while I'm in here. Categories are customer facing. Categories show up in your ideas portal, and they're a great way to organize and structure your ideas so that people can find the ones they're looking for. I typically see people create categories for things like a component of their software or a major feature in their software. Where themes are really about those broader customer challenges or opportunities that might become your initiatives in the future.
Great. Yeah, thank you for covering several questions there.
Sure.
Um, and then one other one that's not so directly related to this topic, but I think it's a valuable question to cover, is once you promote an idea to an initiative or a feature, how can you see both of your ideas and feature/initiatives together in one view?
I can grab that. So there's a few places you can see that. I'm already on the related tab of this theme here, where I can look at my initiative as well. So I can kind of follow that thread along. That related tab on any of your records is always going to show you everything that is connected to that record, whether you promoted it, whether you created some other type of relationship as a dependency. So if you're looking at everything that's connected to one given initiative or one given idea, the related tab is going to list all of those relationships and the statuses. All of these relationships can also be surfaced in reporting, so you can absolutely build out a pivot table or a custom roadmap or a list report that shows you all of your ideas, all the records they were promoted to, the statuses of those, and any other fields you might want to see. So as you're making those connections, as you're working through your records, just remember all of that can be surfaced in reporting, and you can build out a view that helps you quickly visualize how everything is progressing together.
Great, thank you. And then Kelly, I'll give you another two-in-one here. How can we use the AI assistant to identify related ideas and possibly consolidate into a summary idea? And then can you analyze ideas by persona?
Okay, lots of idea analysis here with the assistant. Yes, is the answer to all those questions. Yes, you can do all those things. So let's see. The first one is finding related ideas. So one fun pro tip I love, I've been using myself, is like on this initiative that Maria has up. If I opened it to the full page, I could open up the AI assistant and say, hey, find ideas relevant for this initiative. And it would go through all the ideas and give me a list of, hey, these ideas seem related to the topics that we found in this initiative. And then you can actually say, great, link all these ideas to my initiative, and it'll automatically do that for you. So that's one way to find related ideas. Also, Maria showed you on the related tab, if you're looking at an idea and you want to see other ideas that might be similar to it, the related tab on the idea will show you other ideas as well using AI. Hope that one doesn't have any, but other ones do. So that's kind of how you find related ideas. And then analyzing ideas by persona. So another pro tip I've been using lately is you can open this AI assistant on top of a report. So if you create a report of ideas, you can filter it by anything, right? You can filter it by the persona of the person who submitted the idea if you're storing the persona on your contact records. So you can filter it that way. You can filter it by segment. You can do whatever you need to get the list of ideas you're interested in analyzing. And then you can open that assistant and say, hey, summarize these ideas, identify key themes across these ideas, capture the key use cases, suggest features we could build to help address these issues. So a lot of things powerful here with the assistant on top of an ideas report.
That's great. Thank you. Yeah, someone else asked if you could have an exploration for epics like ideas, and you can't, but you can do exactly what Kelly is suggesting with the AI assistant on a group of epics or other record types to suggest themes. Okay, I think we're getting close to time here, so let's wrap it up with one more question. I think you got a sneak peek into some exciting changes coming for the ideas navigation. Someone asked, when is the themes option coming to the top navigation panel under the ideas section?
That will be on Monday. We'll have themes up there. Until then, you can get the themes on the ideas overview page. And exploration is currently in that top menu, but on Monday, you'll be able to get to it from the themes page instead.
Yes, very exciting. Okay, anything else either of you want to cover before we wrap up here, Kelly or Maria? Yeah, all set. We covered a ton. Thank you, everyone. We hope you all enjoy using Maria and Kelly's advice to find and prioritize your own feedback themes. We'd love to know how it goes, and we're always happy to help along the way. If you run into questions, so reach out anytime at support@aha.io. So thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.